let's talk about the Gucci case.
Okay.
Because that was a big deal in the hip hop world. So the backdrop was this. Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy were both relatively new rappers in Atlanta. Both of them had a lot of heat around them. They did one song together, a song called Black Tees, where Jeezy jumped on a Gucci song. And then they did another song together called So Icy. There was, depending on who you talk to, there was some, argument over, who's going to have that song. I think Gucci wanted it for his album. Jeezy wanted it for his album because he had a big album coming out on Def Jam at the time. And some diss records started going back and forth. Jeezy had a song where he put a $10,000 bounty on Gucci Mane's chain. And on May 10th, a situation happened where Gucci and allegedly some associates met a girl at a strip club. They went back to her house, and a couple guys rushed into the house, one of which was an associate that was actually signed to Young Jeezy, a guy named Pookie Loke. Describe, from your point of view, what happens next.
Well, first of all, I never understood any of that stuff back then because I'm still stuck in like the 80s rock era.
Right.
So it's all fancy to me, and I need young people to explain all this stuff to me. But essentially, 3 men, if I remember correctly, it's been 20 some odd years, broke into his place, armed, and Gucci had a gun. He opened fire, and I guess he had better aim than the other folks. And so, of course, the police arrest you, and he's sitting in custody. We then get my team together, we dig through everything possible, and at a very reasonable DA in DeKalb County, Georgia, which is just like a suburb of Atlanta. And, they listened. We had really intellectually good talks, legally speaking. Even if they believed we may have done something wrong, they knew they couldn't prove it. And they ended up saying, you know what, that's just the right thing to do. So they dismissed all the charges. He was released from jail after X number of months. And next thing you know, he signs with Atlantic Records. For some reason, put an ice cream cone on his face. And, he just blew up from there. And I don't know if I've talked to him in 15 years or something. And he's had a great career, and good for him.
Well, my favorite Gucci Mane song called Heavy, where he raps, and I just got out of jail. Yeah, they tried to Michael Vick me. I gave my lawyer $500,000 and told him come and get me.
Yeah,
you ever heard that before?
People say that's supposed to be about me, and I was like, well, he knew my name. You think he could have put it in there just so my daughter would be impressed with something I've done in life. But I may disagree with the number, but yeah, we did help him out and all that kind of stuff.
So it wasn't $500,000.
We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. And ultimately, they never even charged him.
Correct. Well, he was arrested,
yes.
But people misunderstand this. Police charge you by arresting you, but the DA brings the official charges. So there was no indictment. That's how it processes. So you're sitting in jail on police charges, which essentially mean nothing, but the DA chose not to prosecute.
How do you feel about Gucci kind of rapping about the situation later on? There was like this famous line where it was a diss song aimed at Jeezy where he said something like, go and dig your homeboy up, bet you won't say shit.
Yeah. They've got money, they've got success. It's just like, move past it. It's like, who cares? I've never understood it. Even with Mr. Govan's case and the CMG PRE, it's like, you're both making more money than you can possibly spend. Life's grand. You've gotten out of the difficult part of town. What's the point of it all, shooting back and forth? It's just, enjoy your life and make it better. I'm glad he passes out some turkeys and things like that, but think how much more you could really do if you really wanted to apply yourself. But, I digress, but let's just keep going. I just don't get it.
Yeah.